How about we go to Kenny, Houston, Texas, the great KTRH country. How are you, sir?
I'm great, Mark. Long-time listener, second-time caller, and you're a gem to this country, Mark.
Thank you, friend. I appreciate that.
I wish you would run for office. I would vote for you right away.
I would run from office.
I don't blame you. Hey, look, I'll be brief. I'll try to be brief. Everything you've talked about since the last hour ties in, I think, pretty good with the point I was going to make and the question I was going to ask. And that is the prayer woman, the praying mother at the high school, the DEA issue you talked about, the TSA Viper issue that you talked about. All that, I think, is related to an underlying agenda that has been a cancer to this country, which is a progressive agenda. Mm-hmm. And I think that it's rooted itself so deep into our system that it's going to be really hard for us to fight. I'm not saying impossible, but... And so that kind of ties into the last hour. The people we have in office right now, they're supposed to be fighting against this kind of stuff. They're just not doing it. And what I see is a tear between the Republican Party, between people like Ted Cruz and those kinds of people, the true conservatives, and those that I guess we used to call rhinos. I don't know what you call them now, but I call them progressives.
I call them French Republicans.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes complete sense.
I actually call them all statists. But get to your point, because we're about to sign off here.
So what's the difference? My point is, I wanted to ask you, what's the difference between you talk about liberal and quite a bit. What's the difference between a progressive and a liberal? Because I think what we have is progressives in the Republican Party.
I really don't think there's any real difference between a progressive and a liberal. I call them statists. Progressive, liberal, pseudo-communists, socialists, what have you. They believe in a centralized government to lord over the people, and they don't believe that your property is your property, which is why they're always talking about class warfare and the sort of thing. And you'll notice, from the most aggressive totalitarian to the meekest of the socialists, they all use similar phraseologies. They may use different tactics and strategies, but similar phraseology, similar policies to one degree or another. So no need to get lost in the fog or the weeds here. They're statists, and I've been calling Republicans who really support the status quo neo-statists. They just do not believe in liberty. They do not embrace the Constitution, which is why they embrace the New Deal, the Great Society, and whatever else they think is coming down the pike. They think this is all inevitable. They think we should surrender to it. They think we should accept it because in their minds that's good politics. Thanks for your call, my friend. We salute our armed forces, police officers, firefighters, and emergency personnel. America, right here tomorrow. Let's do it.